Hi ladies, welcome to your prenatal, postnatal Christmas Pilates workout. You don't need any equipment at all. This is safe for first, second, and third trimester. And if you are postpartum and on phase 2 or phase 3 of my 12-week post-pregnancy plan, we are going to start with an inner thigh sequence and then we'll get down on the ground for our mat work. So I want hands out here at the sides and arms are going to be coming in and out, just getting, stringing some garland. And now drop into a plie squat and stand up. So there are a lot of other focuses this time of year on things other than Jesus, and I think our current culture wants to move away from Christ being at the centrality of Christmas as much as possible. So I just want to revert the posture of our hearts back to celebrating the birthday of Jesus Christ, the Son of God here on earth. So right now we're just stringing lights in celebration. And next, chopping down a Christmas tree. So keeping your feet planted exactly where they are, we're gonna come down and chop it down. So get low. I need a little bit of a lean. We're engaging our obliques in a safe way if you are pregnant or postpartum. This entire workout is diastasis recti, friendly and safe. Diastasis is a gap. Recti stands for rectus abdominis, your front ab muscles. So it's really important to be safe when you're 16 weeks and beyond of your pregnancy, and then postpartum as the linea alba connective tissues, they're really healing. They're not ready for a lot of intra-abdominal pressure yet, and all of this is safe for you. Next are snow angels. Feet together and step it out, nice and quick. Want the blood flowing, get some good cardio in. So we have Laurel with us here today. Laurel's 14 months old. She's still nursing, and I'm trying to wean her. It's not going that well. I'm trying to cut 1 session per week, but she just really loves nursing, so she'll walk around the house raging at me, letting me know that she's not ready to skip this session yet. However, she's my 4th baby, and I'm going to miss nursing too. I've really enjoyed it. It makes me feel close to her. And next, peek in the window, back into your plie squat position. We're going to lean over to one side and peering into the windows. Extend the opposite leg that you're looking away on. And Ava, can you bring those toys over here quietly? And imagine Joseph returning to his hometown in Bethlehem for the census that the Roman Empire demanded in order to have fair taxes. He's going back and he's probably looking for family members. Remember, he's in the lineage of David, and he's looking for a good place to stay. Next is donkey ride. So plie squat, and just your hips are smiling. Now keep in mind, we know that Mary and Joseph had to travel about 70 to 90 miles, depending on the route that they took from their hometown all the way to Bethlehem. However, we don't actually know that Mary rode a donkey. There's 2 different accounts biblically in the Bible, and it's the first 2 chapters of Matthew 1 and 2, and the first 2 chapters of Luke. And we don't actually know. We're gonna imagine right now that she was in a wagon being pulled by a donkey. We don't know if she rode a donkey or not. There is nothing in there about a donkey. We can imagine culturally that she did, but maybe she also walked parts of it. Maybe there was a camel. Maybe she was pulled in some sort of carrier that was being pulled by horses or donkeys. We just don't know that part. So it's easy for our imagination to picture the nativity scenes, that she definitely rode a donkey, but that it's actually not the case. And this is going to be the donkey hustle if she did. So I want you to pick up the plie squats. Just imagine Mary's pregnant belly right here, doing the best she can. Rest it out. I'm gonna give you a little bit of time. I want you to get down on your mat. Toes are going to be pointed and make big stars reaching all the way up, down, and over. Ava, how old are you? 4. What's your full name? That's right. How old is your sister? 1. Did you go to school today? Yeah. You did? Yeah. This big star is a reminder that the Magi, the wise men who studied astrology, they saw a star rising in the sky, one that they were not familiar with, and they knew from ancient texts that this was a sign that the King of the Jews was going to be born in the line of David. Next are Christmas cookies. Yes. Yes, you may. Your Christmas cookies are going to be circles, not right here in front of you, but a little bit behind you, right here. So we're tracing the outline of a circular cookie here. So the star in the sky led the Magi's partway there. Then they got to Jerusalem, major city. They hadn't made it all the way to Bethlehem yet. And that's when King Herod heard of the good news that a king who would be replacing him was going to be born in Bethlehem. And then they carried on to Bethlehem. Next, we're going to be stamping an envelope. So I want you to flex the foot, bring it all the way forward as far as you can go, extend your hamstrings, draw the knee in, now press it out. Imagine you're stamping your Christmas cards that you are sending your family and friends. Again, celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ, showing love to one another for the love that God gives us that we don't deserve. Draw that knee all the way in and press it out. Keeping this leg nice and high. Don't want to see it dropping down here. Next, we're going to be tracing the back of a gift box, how it crosses just like this. So starting forward, pointing toes again, going all the way back to center, now down and up. Let's repeat that. Forward, all the way back to center, down and up, tracing the ribbon on your gift box. These exercises are targeting the gluteus medius, the outside of the glutes, which tend to get gluteal amnesia from sitting too much, from nursing our babies, from being on the computer, from driving. And these exercises will all activate the gluteus medius, turn them on, and help prevent us as females getting knee injuries and hip problems. Now open the mailbox, get into a propped clamshell position, driving the hips away from the mat and opening up as far as you can. Open that mailbox and send off your Christmas cards and Christmas gifts in the mail. So my hope is that this workout can become somewhat of a Christmas tradition that you can do with your family when you are pregnant or postpartum. And then I have another one that really retells the whole Christmas story in a biblical way. Switch sides with me so that you can do it with your children and just be reminded of the real reason why we celebrate Christmas. And Christmas stars, nice and high. I'm personally always in admiration for Mary, who was told by the angel Gabriel that she would give birth to a son and that she was to name him Jesus, that he would be the savior of the world, the Messiah. And she didn't want to have a baby at this time. She was not ready, not planning to have kids. She was nervous, she was afraid. She didn't feel comfortable yet with this idea. Christmas cookies. And yet Mary, at a young age, we imagine she was in her late teens, she accepted this, and she, in a quiet spirit, she didn't whine about it. She didn't stomp her feet or grumble like we so often do as moms. She took on this weighty responsibility to raise Jesus, the Savior, as her own, even though she didn't conceive him in a normal, typical conception. Hi. Yes?
Can I have one more cake? And then that's it?
Yes, you may. Can you share with Laurel, please? Next are stamp the envelopes. Foot is out. I want your heel pushing through. Draw a knee close to chest and stamp the envelope. Laurel's over here cooking with her pots and your pans, so if that's what you hear. Laurel, do you want to bring that over here to mommy so we can see what you have? Your pots and pans, you want to bring it over? Come on over. 10 more seconds here. This one should really burn the outer glutes. Next, we're doing our gift wrapping. Remember the back side of a gift box, which looks like a cross. Going up, toes are pointed all the way over, back to center, up and down. So something that I love to think about is in John chapter 6:35. Jesus tells us that he is the bread of life, and everyone who comes to him will never go hungry. And what's so interesting and so providential about this is that Bethlehem, the word actually means bread of life, just as Jesus told us that he is the bread of life, and this is exactly where he was born. Open the mailbox. Can you come on your mat, please? Thank you. So we're gonna get on our sides and lift one knee way up in the air. Just like that, good. And put it back down. So training the glutes down here, as well as the outer thighs and glutes on the top. Next, you're gonna be positioning yourself on the side of your couch or a sturdy chair, the side of your bed, or even an end table. Anything where you can have your knees supported by your yoga mat, and then your upper body supported by something like a couch. Just give yourself a chance to set that up. And 2, 1. Extend your leg all the way out. Now we're going to string garland. Laurel here has climbed up onto the end table. I don't know if you can see her. This isn't surprising. This is pretty normal in the Keller household. Wow, Eva, look at you go. The reason we're in an incline like this is because it is safer on your abdominal wall during your pregnancy, as well as postpartum, so that we don't apply excessive intra-abdominal pressure. Pulsing up at this point from the heavy baby in your womb, pressing against your rectus abdominis, separating them further than they need to be if you were down in this position, if you're not postpartum. This is just going to be safer for you. Same thing when you're recovering after having your baby. The only thing I ever do for exercise after I have each baby is my 12-week post-pregnancy plan first, because that will heal and restore the integrity of your core, taking a full body approach. We're coming back to hang the garland again. We're staying on the same leg, okay? This is 2 rounds on the same leg before we switch. So a total of 4 on both sides, Eva. Does that help? Really going to full burnout. You should feel the burn on your base leg as well. That means the one that's under you that's not moving at all. And pulse. I want heel going nice and high towards the sky. Take a little break, maybe get some water. How about that? And if you are currently pregnant, I want you to watch my video. It's called How to Prevent Diastasis Recti During Pregnancy. And you need to know that that title, it's clickbait, okay? It's to get you to watch the video. You cannot prevent diastasis recti during pregnancy, but you can do things to prevent it becoming more exacerbated than it needs to be. Same thing, other side. Hang in the garland, all the way over and all the way back. And the more you are self-educated and armed with confidence on what you can, what you cannot do, what you should, or what maybe you should consider modifying during your pregnancy and postpartum, the more successful you will be. That is always my intent, not just to throw exercise at you, but to educate you and give you confidence so that you can be fit and safe and smart about your training all at the same time. Pulsing. Your leg is extended. I don't want to see any bent knee here, no floppy. You're tight like a board, lifting the glutes up. Gaze is forward. If you were to be looking up, it's going to cause an excessive anterior pelvic tilt. Too much bend in the back. Pushing out the butt, pushing out the belly. That's nothing that we need, okay? So gaze is nice and forward, keeping the back safe. And back to hanging the garland. I'm sorry. Hope that you are working up a really solid sweat right now. If you are pregnant, be sure to download my free prenatal program. As of this date, over 55,000 women have come before you successfully, and there's nothing like it that compares online. And it's all completely for free as a small way to bless expecting moms and babies, to keep you safe and actually training the body for labor. Get it higher. On the buzzer, I want you to get right to your feet because we are doing calf raises, so you'll be going up to your tiptoes. On your feet, Ava, and going up to tiptoes. Good. Even Laurel's doing them. Good job. Up and down. If you have children at home, I encourage you to let them see you work out. If they want to work out alongside you or with you, fantastic. They need to see mom sweating. They need to see you doing hard things. They need to see mom failing sometimes. Point your toes out. Continue those calf raises. It's okay if your heels make contact with the ground, but my intent for you is that we get as many repetitions as possible done in each time interval. Give me height, ladies. And 2, 1. Now to prepare to stay up. Arms up high. How tall can you make yourself? Good. Toes are still pointing out. Whoa, she may just knock me over. As toes are pointing out, this is targeting the inner portion of the calf. Get a little higher. And 2, 1, back to regular calf raises. We're going up and down, nice and quiet. So imagining the shepherds walking through their fields, the fields outside of Bethlehem and the hills, tending to their flock at night. Angels appear to them in the sky. At first they're frightened. The angels tell them, don't be worried. We are going to show you first as shepherds, as these lowly people, toes pointed out. We're gonna show you first the Son, the Savior of the world that has come, and you'll know him because he'll be wrapped in swaddling cloth and he'll be in a manger. So I think that it is so exciting that God chose shepherds of all people. No one fancy, it wasn't a king, to come see his son first. And I love that when they were there and they were so excited and they wanted to worship Jesus, up on your tiptoes and hold. And then they left and they were going to go tell others about him. This is what happened. The angels told us. We went there. We saw it. It's all true. That Mary, she wasn't shouting or celebrating or going to tell people. She was just soaking it in. And we learned from the Gospel of Luke that she treasured these moments. And I want to do that more as a mom. It's the rush a little bit less. Treasure the moments a little bit more. Oh, it is definitely burning. 2, 1. All right, ladies. Now we have a 2-minute finisher. Going back to the beginning of this workout, the plie series, we're going non-stop for 2 minutes. This will be a really solid inner thigh burnout for you. We're going back to string the lights. So coming down, hands come together. As you stand up, hands come out to the sides. Oh, excuse me, I don't want to hit you with my hands. There we go. And 5, 4, give me depth. 3, 2, 1. Prepare to chop down that Christmas tree. Come down low and chop. Other side. A good oblique lean. You need stability for this. Hi, Gunnar. 3, 2, 1, and snow angels. Thinking about the angel Gabriel that appeared to Jesus, the angel that appeared to the shepherds. Angels appeared to Joseph in his dreams on more than one occasion. And legs wide. Joseph looking for a place to stay. Upon arriving to Bethlehem, finding a safe place for his very pregnant wife, Mary. And back to the donkey ride. Knowing for sure, we're not sure if she actually rode a donkey. That's something that is not in the Bible, but we can just imagine what really happened. We do know that she did have to travel a long way. That's really hard to do when you're super pregnant. And donkey hustle, getting nice and low in a plie squat pulse. Yes? You have to tidy up your room first, okay?
Pick me up from TV.
Yeah, you have to tidy up your room first. Almost there, ladies. Get a little lower, pick up the pace. And you are done. We are going to start by stretching out your calf muscles. So I want you to find a little place on the wall where you can drive the foot up to the wall and grab onto this. You can also do this right here, but I think you can get a better visual from the side. Drive hip flexors closer to the wall. So the calves, the gastrocnemius, are actually 3 different calf muscles, and this is going to target all of them. You want to come over here and dance over here? Do you want to dance over here? I think she just wants to be at center stage. And let's switch sides, same thing. Driving hip flexors close to your wall. Remember, you can do this on any flat edge. Three, 2, 1, and then last one, sit on your mat with me. Just going to open up those inner thighs that we just trained so diligently. Inhale with me up, and exhale, folding over, reaching as far as you can go. Exhale down. Ears rest in between your arms. And coming to sit it up position. Hands behind you, fingers face away from you. Drop knees down to 90. Back to center. Down to 90. And back to center. This is a foolproof way to keep your hips and pelvis ready for a vaginal delivery, and also just to prevent tight hips after you've had your baby. And we are done. Congratulations on prenatal, postnatal, Christmas Pilates. If you like this workout, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below which part was your favorite, and I will see you next time. Love you, ladies. Bye.